Fever coach gives vague Caitlin Clark injury update amid WNBA playoff race. While Fever head coach Stephanie White hopes to get Caitlin Clark back before the end of the regular season, her absence is weighing on Indiana as the playoff race tightens. It's been 12 games since Caitlin Clark last took the floor with the Indiana Fever. The 23-year-old went down with a right groin injury on July 15 against the Connecticut Sun and has been relegated to the sidelines ever since. 1 month later, it's still unclear when the Fever's star point guard will return. Asked if Clark will come back before the end of the 2025 regular season, Indiana head coach Stephanie White stopped short of providing a concrete answer. That's the hope. The hope is that she's back. While not an answer that inspires heaps of confidence, it is in line with the way White and the Fever have danced around Clark's status throughout her most recent injury stint. Indiana has declined to disclose a concrete timeline for Clark's return, instead prioritizing a full recovery as the all-WNBA guard rehabs from her third lower body injury this season. But as the end of the season looms, it's hard to ignore how much a healthy Clark would help a sliding Fever squad in danger of falling out of a playoff spot. Fever feeling Caitlin Clark's absence as injuries rack up. The Fever enjoyed some noteworthy post-All-Star break success in spite of Clark's injury, accentuated by a 5-game winning streak from July 24 to August 3. But Indiana's injury woes were far from over, bearing another cruel twist of the knife when Aari McDonald and Sydney Colson suffered season-ending injuries in an August 7 matchup against the Phoenix Mercury. That's 3 major injuries to Fever point guards, if you're keeping track, leaving Indiana with next to no depth at arguably the most important position. Veteran point guard Odyssey Stims has since joined Indiana on a hardship contract, but the Fever continue to struggle without their regular floor generals in the mix. Indiana has dropped 4 of their last 5 games, including back-to-back losses to the Dallas Wings and Washington Mystics, both of which sit below the Fever in the standings. The recent slide has seen Indiana fall to 7th in the standings, just a game up on the 8-seed Seattle Storm and 1.5 games ahead of the red-hot Los Angeles Sparks. Outside of the league-leading Minnesota Lynx, it's a giant cluster in the standings with just 6 games separating the second-place Atlanta Dream from the 10th-place Mystics. And with only 8 teams advancing to the postseason, every game is crucial in the final few weeks of the regular season. The Fever are trending in the right direction, and as Clark's recovery creeps on without a timetable, her injury status could be the difference between a second consecutive trip to the postseason and an early vacation.